Good day, welcome to Multinet Design. So we are done with the previous episode of what new deal we are doing, which is this one. So I'm going to start another project entirely, which is actually one of the projects that I did recently. So it's a modern design with a Lagos state someone. So I have programmed so many things in this design, so I have to let you know. So what are those things I've done before in my design principle? Every day as I design, I bring it to everyone. So let me just show you how I've gone with this. So this is the project actually. This project includes this residential complete. The front part is complete duplex for the owner who is living here is going to be occupied. Then we have the back one that's made for 2-bedroom design. So combine this together, make it like a multi-use, multiple people using the same on a plot of land, which is one of the innovative design of what I've come up across in a recent time. So in this particular project, I'm going to show you the details of how I started everything. So this is a few. So I created this front view. So you see, imagine the way the whole thing looks like. So it's a beautiful terrain to look at. So now I have the view of the third part, which is sorry for that. So this is particularly the view from the outside the gate. If you are viewing from the outside the gate, so everything we are going to do it step by step. So you just have the time to stay with us, learn as you are creating all these things, so you put your mind into it. So if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. So not just watch, subscribe, share with people so that let them come here and learn. If you don't hide anything, go to the channel, see a lot of projects we have done together, subscribe to it and keep watching. So we are here for long. So let's start the project. So I'm going to click on the new. So you have any other thing that you want to, if you have a template of, but I have my own personal template I used to use, so I've set that for my own use so that I'll be able to be easy for the kind of design I'm doing. So I'm going to say project and be open. So this is it. So I'm going to go to ground floor plan. So the actual total size of the land is a normal plot of land in Lagos State. So a survey plan was sent to me, but I'm not going to display the survey plan because of the secret. I don't want to expose the whole for the reason. So but for that, I just get the figure right and move on as we used to do. So I'm going to say from the annotate, I normally just start my sketch with the annotate. I don't bother to enter into survey except I have the survey boundary I want to project that. So but I have the way I want to do my things. This is just a tutorial, it's not for the real project. So if you want to learn the real project aspect, you contact me. And if you have a project you want to do, I'm available, you can contact me as well. So 36,000, because we are using millimeter here, so we are not using feet. For those people who are using feet, try to convert your if you are in the region that you are using feet, that this your template is feet in number. So what do you do to convert it to, you convert it to millimeter and it's done now. So if you have an issue with it that you don't know how to convert it to millimeter, like this one now, so look at it. So after the 6 millimeter, that's 6,000 millimeters, sorry. So that is 36 meter, and this one is 18,000 millimeter, which is centimeter. So but if you want to convert it to what is it called, feet, all what you just need to do, you can come to, how will I call it now, view or manage. So when you come to view, not feasibility, you go to manage and see what will happen there. So when you go to manage, you see project information and on, yes, project unit, this particular one. So you click on it. So when you see project units, where do you need to change it? You just need to change it from the length. So every other thing you can change them. Your degree you are using, if you don't want the degree to, if you have different kind of radians or everything, depends on the environment or the area where you are staying or where you are practicing your profession. So for here, I'm going to say length. It's because I want to use that. I'm using millimeter, you can imagine. So I'm going to change it now. Let me just say I want to use feet. So just normal feet. So that's all. When you click now and you convert it, you are going to see, so everything is converted to feet. So if you are using a feet in a place, this is actually going to benefit you. After you have done it, it's a great thing. So if you do your design finish, you can just convert it again and start using it. So for that, I'm going back. So just press Ctrl search and it will go back to the previous one. Now let's move on to, since we have this as our site now, the main thing that we need to focus attention on is the design itself. So what I need to do is that the setback in Lagos State, remember, the first thing I need to focus my attention is the setback of what they do. So in the Lagos State, we have 3 meter around. So what you do is that you select and you say offset. So 3 meter is the total setback that we have here. I'm going to do that at the back and you're going to do that at this. So this part is the front. This is the front side. So the front side is using 6 meter to be precise. So that is what we are going to work on. So but I'm not going to focus much on the front side because I'm going to start my design all the way from behind, or I can start from the front. Later we adjust it. That's how you to do it. So just like to give you guidance on what you are locating your proper design. So I'm going to say 6 meter at the front. So this is my front. I'm just going to represent it the road side so that we okay, so you represent that with road mark. So this is the road. So you have it like that. So select, put it here, change, then you connect. So as you've done that one, you can copy this now and say copy. So you move this, then you put it here. I think you're done. So this is just represent the road. The design now continued from here. So that's the main thing we are doing. So the next thing we need to do now is to start our design properly. So this is the front elevation, this is the back side, this is the back side, this is the right side. So I will say the whole thing to stay in between. So this is good. So I'm going to delete this one. I don't need this. So this is where I'm going to concentrate all my efforts, and this is how I'm going to design from this particular position until I complete the project according to the way I have its intention to be done. So I'm going to focus on the client side. Client side is the side of duplex because that's where you want to stay. Why you use the back to be what? For rent, so that we tenant side, so people can, they are going to have 2 gates, one at this place, one at this place, so that people can come in from the other side and access their building, while he follow this part to access his own building. So everything is going to be correctly created. I'm going to put everything in order. So all what you just need to do is to follow through. So the first thing I'm going to create here is that I'm going to create the floor plan for the client alone. So in the next episode, we are going to be creating everything one by one. So the ground floor plan for the client, we are starting it straight away. So I'm going to go to architecture, Revit. So I'm going to say wall. Remember, we are going to remember the level, the system of what we are doing. So the beginning of it is here. So we are going to say architecture. So I'm going to select here. I think I have so I'm going to say edit. So from the edit now, I will say structure, so that I will have now 225, which is okay for what I have formed because I already been dedicated here. So the material for now, I'm not going to touch it. Let's just go to design straight up. So from here, I'm going to divide this into 2. So this is the pass here. So this one, I will focus from here now to start my design. So what I do is that from here, I will just like this map will be following to. So 2 up to. So let's say I have something here to divide this. That's 1. So I'm going to go here far as this place and do the same thing here. Good. Now the define of principle is different. So all what you just need to do, have the idea of what you want to create. Now I will align it because I don't want it to go beyond that particular line. So I'm going to do the same thing here now. We're clicking here. I don't even know the height of the wall that I'm using, which is 1500 unconnected, which is so wrong. It's too small. Because if you go to elevation now, let's say you click on elevation and you see from here, let it go stop. So look at the elevation. So which is the wall is not touching the upper, so which is wrong. So when you go back to the ground floor, click here and say select all the stands in this view. select all the stands in this field. So what you do is that you turn it back to 3000, so to fix up to the top level. So you see that it's already taken that position. So now you close this one down, then you align it again from here, then you align like this. Fine. So the side is gotten now complete. So on the ground floor, I need to have ante room, I need to have living room, I need to have guest room, open kitchen, and staircase for that matter. So I'm going to proceed by doing everything step by step. So first I need to create is the ante room. Where will my ante room be? Since the man is entering from this side, I have to create ante room on this side. So I'm going to extend this wall to this level. So create similar again. I'll put it here, so like this, to be here. Okay, so I have my ante room somewhere there. So like, let me take it in a little bit. No, sorry. So let me take it a little bit inside. So I'm going to take this one and adjust it. So ante room is systematically organized. So this is ante room. Someone enter from here, and that's it. Let me check if I have the door. So this is the door, and I need to have like double door for that matter. So I'm going to use this double door. Check the parameter. So what is it? So I'm going to check it here. 12 meter, 1.2 meter by, what is the height? I think it's okay. The height is number 21. So I'm going to use that. If it's accommodating it, then I don't have any problem. So you enter from here, and then you take another entries from here. So you enter the ante room here, you enter into this place to the living room. I think that is okay. So I'm going to extend this one, put it back a little bit so that we accommodate the sofa that I'm going to put here. So this is how it's going to be. So I'm not going to use the whole length of this because I'm still going to reduce it. So what I will do now, the next is that I have acquired this, I've gotten this one in place, which is okay for me. Align this, align that. So I have this now. So the next I need to do is to work on my living room. From here now I have so close click like this and extend this. See how far it goes. So you have this in place. Reduce this side to go up. So what I do here is I click here and I say, and I will have this one in proper space. So what is this for? This one is going to be guest room. You understand? This is going to be a guest room. So now we can just like using temporary measurements so that we focus on what we are doing. So if you are following through, just use this measurement to guide yourself, and then you learn step by step. So so we're still going to go on and editing, just like I want to get the program of the space down so that we move on. So this is it. So I have living room here, ante room. I have living room here. I have this for, actually this is going to be for guests. So I will have my stair hall at this place. Then I will have a kitchen, probably maybe store or whatsoever that need to be there. It will be there. So at the same time we have dining. So I'll move on to the step. So I'm going to click this one and say open it. So I will click here, and we have my dining here. Then I have my kitchen here. So what will I do? I'm going to break this into, just say, no, sorry, go to modify and say break. So you break this one. So what you do, attach, then attach. So this is going to be for my dining, and this is going to be my kitchen for the helmet. So I need to have a store, but since the design is still moving progressive, so there's no need of too much issue. So I have 2 meter or something like this. So I'm going to extend this one to, let's say 6,000. Let's see how far it goes. Wow, too small. So 6,000 is small. So I'm going to say 5,000. Let me see. I have to something. Okay. I think I'm adding this. So let's say I need to create a toilet somewhere here. I don't want to create a toilet at that side. So I just want to create the toilet to be something hidden. So do that at the same time you can do it. So you're going to see the way we achieve something later on. So you click here and have it like this. So here you get your door. So it depends. You can have door here, you can have the door here. So I'm going to get it like, I'm going to space this one inside a little bit. The reason is for something else. So now I'm going to say architecture. So pick up with the door. You say the door, I'm going to use single flush door here now. So let me just say single flush door of this type. Let me check the property. So if the property is accurate, then I'm going to change this. It's not what I want to perform by 900. I think I'm okay with this. So I'm going to put the door here. So this one is going to be the kitchen toilet door, which I'm going to reduce this or change this to the one that is more fitted. So here they have flush single flush door. Okay, this is okay, accurate for that. Then you change the property as well to 650, 750 by 2100. So good. You click OK. I think with that. So now you just need to adjust and align. So I'm going to adjust this, then align this. So that I will be able to have more accommodation. Now if I see that this thing is going to give me edit that is not going to give me the period at 10, because I just see like this one is just going to be a dead area. But the reason is that so I will have enough space at this level to do a what is it called, to do some wallpaper and designing, wall design and things like that. So I just have it that way. You can toggle off and see and let it align. So here is what we have. We have kitchen. Then the entrance to the kitchen is going to be direct from the dining, which is this space. Okay, so direct from the dining. So I need to have store, but I will come back for that in a later design. So now let me create the toilet for the anti room. So I'm going to put it here like this. Simply this. Now this one is too large for me because I have some design I still want to do when I'm doing the elevation. So I'm going to reduce this one. So this one is going to start from here. So when you want to use the toilet for, you come here and use it from this position. So that is it. So here we have until here I have, then here I have so that is just it. So from now let me just quickly create a slab which I'm going to use to accommodate it. So I'm going to say slab here created, so which is just full rectangle. So later I'm still going to come and do editing so that we accommodate my design fully. So now I will just use annotate to represent for a brief. So I will say living room. Okay, I have issue with this lettering. How do you do that? You click here and change the property from here. So first you can change this if you don't like the text. So like my own proper text I used to use, you can use stylus. So accept that and then reduce the size here to something like 3. So you see. So for the more beautification, just click on underline and say you should bold. So you have that. So the next thing you do is that you copy and you paste it here. You paste something here, then you paste it here. You don't need to adjust anything. Everything is a little bit clear. So you just click here and say come to here. Just call this one guest 2. Okay. Then you call this kitchen. Come to here. Kitchen. So the next is this one is called the anti room. So since we have room there, just change this anti to room. So you can copy them one and call this to be dining. So come to here, just call it dining. So with this, then you copy this one and call this one entrance porch. So just have it like that, entrance. So we are not going to go too much far like this. So in the tidying up and the progressive design, we are going to get everything right. So this is just the proper beginning for all the design we want to do. So the next episode we now base physically and we attract the whole significant confidence concerning this material design. So other things that we want to do, just will come to component and choose. You can bring the chair like this. You go on to select bed if you have anyone that you want to use. Just like this one. So I can select this one to be for guests. So if you have any other one that is available to be used again, so select the components and say sofa. So you can use the sofa again. I think with this now is you have selected something reasonable. So if you have kitchen cabinets, let's see whether it's available. Yeah, I think it's available. You can make use of this one. Or let's check whether anyone is more than that. Okay, they're equal. So you can make use of it by just change the pattern. Let it be here. So if you have dining in space in your templates, like the way I'm doing, and just select the dining. So I'm going to use this particular one. Let's see how big it is. So I think this one is okay. So just use them for a proper. If it's too big, you can just select and change it to small one. So that is just what we have here now. We'll call it a wrap. In the next tutorial, we'll now continue to details whatsoever we want to do. So thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you.